All right, guys, so here we are. Here is my setup at work where I keep just a set of mostly Crayolas. I do have a untouched set of 72 Color colored pencils as well for when my Crayolas run out. I wanted to upgrade a little bit, but still not spend too much since these are just colored by numbers, and it's just to get me through in between each of my clients while I'm working. So yeah, I have this lovely little roll case that I keep all my pencils in while I'm working so that I can quickly throw them back in my box when a client comes in. I've got a gold pen, a clear jelly roll, a Jelly Roll Stardust in clear, a white jelly roll, did I just pronounce the H? Anyway, a Amazon Basics permanent marker, and a white acrylic pen, just a cheap one. I'll put that in later. All right. So I keep the pencils in here while I'm working on the book, the pencils that I need. And I use this clipboard as a desk. I've got my Doll 133 because I can't live without it. I've got this little notebook here that I use to test the colors. I keep some clear tape because I don't have a pencil extender, so I tape my pencils together if I need to extend the life of them. I have a Faber-Castell hand sharpener if I need it, and also a Prismacolor hand sharpener, and that's about it. I keep all of my Crayolas, because I don't have the box anymore, in bundles of color. I've got the Colors of the World set in here as well. But you can see I'm starting to run, I've got some dollar store pencils mixed in here as well, as you can see. I don't have a ton of Crayolas left. We are getting through the pile, which I'm kind of looking forward to because they're so hard on your hands. Oh, there's a little guy that escaped. So I do have two non-color by numbers here. I don't know if I'm going to keep them here though. I may in fact bring them home just because I feel like I don't have the mental capacity to work on them while I'm at work. You know what I mean? So I've got Joanna's Miniature Enchanted Forest, which I did the cover page with fine liners before I brought it to work. And then I did this with Crayolas. This was again a bunch of pens before I brought it to work. This was Crayolas as well. And this is so far what I've done with, again, Crayolas. And that's it in that book. See, again, I've had it here for months and I haven't done practically anything in it. And then I also have the French version of Joanna's coloring calendar. And I have done almost nothing in here. That's all I've done. So, and that was with Color just to test them out. So yeah, I might bring those home because they're not doing me any good here. So then I have these color by numbers. So I've got Mosaic Art Landscapes, Mystery Halloween Edition color by number, Enchanted Marine Mystery Pixel, and Mystery Mosaic. Oh, and I missed one. Sorry, guys. The Stained Glass Collection by Sash and Sash Diva. So I don't have a way to prop this camera up, so you're gonna have to put up with me here. Sorry. Here's the Stained Glass Collection. I'll try to show you. This is the only one that I've done things out of order, so it shouldn't be a big issue. Yeah, okay, there's nothing on that page. So I did this little fox, again with the Crayolas. this Christmas one. Again, Crayolas. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. In the stained glass collection. Then I have, this one is, I have the most in. It was the first one that I brought to work. And I currently have a, you can see my backing sheet there. I have a whip here. This is done with that Amazon Basics knockoff Sharpie, because there's so much black that I've run out of black pencils here. I'm gonna be honest with you, so. All right, so I've also done this owl, this cat, these tulips, daisies. I didn't bother filling in all the white spots on this. That would have taken so much marker, so I was like, forget it. This cat, I think that's apples, sunflower, cats again, butterfly, fox, tulips, flowers, rose, flowers again. Man, these look way better on camera. Horsey, and flower. I think I messed this one up because it was the first one I did and I got confused as to what colors were which numbers. But anyways, so that's the mystery mosaic. All right, we've got Enchanted Marine. Is that the first one? Yeah. So we've got these fish, lighthouse, boat, mermaid, fish and seaweed, fish in a tank, it would appear. Looks like that's a filter, and that's it. Then in Halloween, pumpkin and moon, bats, candy and pumpkin, creepy tree, hoot hoot, mummy, zombie hand, and that's it. And then there's, this is a Sash and Sash Diva as well, the landscapes. Don't think there's anything on this page, but yeah, that's just the information. Train, waterfalls, houses and flowers, campfire, sunset, and that's it. I think those might be mountains. Alrighty guys, well thanks for joining me here in my workspace where I sometimes need to decompress and do a little bit of coloring just to kind of keep my mind off of things. And back to the video. Hello everyone and welcome back to Winter 89 Colors, and I am here with you to share my small haul for the month. It isn't very big, but I am trying to save money these days, and I don't know if there will be a haul at all next month, but I thought I'd just share with you the little bit that I have here. So I did get just a few things just to update my collection, nothing crazy, a few things that were on sale and a couple things that I just came across at my local bookstore. I always try to pick up books from the local bookstore when I see them, just to try and put, you know, money back into the country, if you will, as opposed to Amazon, but no offense, Amazon, but you know. Alrighty, so here are the things that I got. I'll start with the supplies. So first thing is, diamond painting is new to me, but I got this little diamond painting sealer off Amazon. It was recommended based on my searches, so I thought I'd give it a try. It's super liquidy. I expected it to be a lot more tacky, but it's not. I guess it's good enough for just sort of making sure that no dust sticks in between the diamonds and stuff like that. So it came with a couple of cheap brushes, you know, whatever. We'll give it a try and see how it goes. The next thing up is I got this golden satin glazing liquid, and that is because everybody has been using it lately, you know, to help with their coloring and using different mediums on different papers. I've tried it a couple of times so far to base on something like Amazon paper or thinner paper. I've also tried it on like kind of more normal coloring book paper as well, just to see. And it does in fact help to keep things from bleeding through, but of course it changes the texture of your paper, so your mediums do behave differently. So that's something I'm going to have to be experimenting with over the next little while. And if you have any recommendations as to how to use this or any good videos on how to use it, please feel free to send them my way. So next I picked up, again, at my local art store, because they sell these open stock, which is super great because I know online they are super expensive. And especially if you want to buy them open stock, it's kind of ridiculous to have to pay that kind of money. So they're about $8 each at my local art store, and I bought 3 of them. And of course they all stack together. So I got 3 colors because these are the 3 colors I use the most for my backgrounds. So I thought that it would be a good place to start. I can't afford to buy the entire collection right now, or like even one of the collections, because that's very, very expensive. You know, buying one collection is something like $100, $150. It really depends, but $8 each, that's not so bad if you're just needing to collect them as you go, because I do have a set of regular pastels as well, just cheaper ones. So they fill in the gaps where it doesn't matter. But for right now, I wanted to start with these 3 colors because they are my main colors. So I got Phthalo Blue Tint, Permanent Green Tint, and Yellow Oxide Tint. And I find that I've already, as you can see by the marks in them, I've already given them a little try and I love them. They're so great. They actually are so hefty that they're almost opaque, and they kind of cover lines a little bit if you're not careful. So it's going to take some experimenting to figure out how those work best, but I love them so far. They're great. Next, I picked up a couple of Tombow blenders, the colorless blenders. I already have one, but I mean, I've been using it so much that it's already starting to run out of the blending solution. I put the tape over them just to remind myself these ones are brand new, like I do with my coloring books now. I put tape on them if they're brand new and they've never been used. So that's those. I just love those with my Albrecht Dürer. I picked up 2 new Sparkle Pops. I have lots of Sparkle Pops, but I didn't have these 2 colors in particular. I didn't think I needed them because I do have other gel pens that are in purple and blue, but then I realized they're different. You know, they're different from the other gel pens that I have. The Sparkle Pops are pretty unique, so I grabbed those. Just open stock. Again, most of these things are coming from my local art store. The only things that didn't so far are the diamond liquid and these. No, I got these at my local art store too. They happen to have a pack of them. My local art store does carry things like Sparkle Pops and Jelly Rolls, but it's kind of random what they get in. They don't have a consistent stock of them. But yeah, they happen to have 1 pack of the Jelly Roll Stardust in the multicolor rainbow. So that was really nice. I really wanted some more of the Stardust. I have the clear and I have 1 pink that I picked up open stock, but I didn't have any of these colors. So I'm really excited to start incorporating those into my, my coloring. So next up we have books. I'm just going to set some of these over to the side. Excuse me a second so that I've got more room here. As you can see, I'm not filming on my normal desk. I've got my normal desk is just to the right of me, actually. It's just, I felt like here was a bit of a nicer space, so I didn't have to rearrange anything on my desk to have a clear space to show you these things. So the first book that I got was off of Amazon, and this is the Practical Color Combinations. And I got this, I do apologize, I can't remember whose channel it was that I was watching, but somebody was pointing out that they used this book to try and create these color combinations to pick out the color schemes and palettes. And it was a good alternative to Sarah Renee Clark's color palettes, because I, not being in the States, cannot for the life of me afford to get a color cube. I've thought about getting the digital download, but still I was like, you know what, I'd like to have something that I can see in person, something that I can touch and hold up to the paper and all that kind of stuff. So this was recommended. It was not expensive on Amazon, so I grabbed it, and it's actually quite nice. It gives you all kinds of different options for color combinations using the same colors, so that's really lovely. And it groups them into categories based on the type and the mood, so that's really lovely. So I'm hoping I can get some use out of this. As you can see, I've already flagged a couple of pages, so that should be really nice. I'll give you the ISBN there in case you want it. There you are. That's Practical Color Combinations by Naomi Kuno. So the next ones that I got, these 2 I did get off of Amazon. I got them. One of them I think was on sale. I can't remember which one, but everybody was kind of talking about these. Everybody's been working in these too, so I kind of want to keep up with that too. I wanted to give them a try. So I got Magic Jars. All of you have probably seen the flip throughs for these, so I'm not gonna do a flip through. I'm just gonna quickly, yeah, so those are really, that's really nice. And that's by, I think, Coloring Book Cafe. Yeah, Coloring Book Cafe did this one. And there is the ISBN if you want it. All right, so that's Magic Jars. I also got Gabby Wolf's Mini Mania. This one looked really cute. I've heard a lot of good things about it. So this one does have doubles of everything, but the first is a classic page where it's got the black lines, and then the second set is all reduced black lines with a black backing. So that should be interesting if you want to try two different things. I like having doubles of things. A lot of people say that they just will not ever color something twice. I strongly believe that there are going to be times when I want to color something twice. So I'm a little bit of a perfectionist that way, but it's nice that they're slightly different. They're not exactly the same because they have that different line art to them. So that should be really interesting. These are really cute illustrations. There's one in particular in here that got me, and I just can't get over how cute it is. It's one with a frog. He's just singing his little heart out. He's so, oh yeah, look at these little frogs. Oh my goodness, they're so happy. Anyway, so that's Gabby Wolf's Mini Mania. Next, I picked this up at my local bookstore, and this is a Coloring Heaven. I decided I'm going to start trying to pick up a couple of these Coloring Heavens because, again, they're not super expensive. I mean, for a magazine, they're kind of pricey, but, I mean, they have some really nice illustrations. The paper isn't bad. I don't know if this is a Canadian printing or an American printing. It's hard to, I don't know. I'm not going to look for it. But the paper isn't awful. It's maybe ever so slightly better than Amazon paper, so that's nice. But this is Mysterious Women Special. Who is the artist? Maud Lemoine. Oh, I've heard of her. Yeah, Maud Lemoine. I don't know. I thought this was a lot of portraits, and portraits are something I'm not super comfortable with. But I thought, you know what? These are really creative, and again, not super expensive for the art and the artists that are in them. So I thought I'd give them a try, and maybe one of these days I'll get around to experimenting a little bit with those portraits. So that's Mysterious Women Coloring Heaven Special. Three more. So again, at my local bookstore, I picked up Botanicum by Maria Trolle, and a lot of you again have seen this. It's not a super new one, but it is beautiful, again, with her extremely beautiful quality paper, cute little mixture of images, both botanical, surprisingly, and humans as well as animals. I really like this book. I'd been humming and hawing over it just because of the name, to be honest. I hadn't really looked through it or seen too many flip throughs of it, but then when I saw it at the bookstore, I thought, you know what, I'm going to flip through it, and I realized that it's not just flowers or anything like that. It has all the little animals and extras to it as well. So I thought, you know what the heck, let's grab it. I have two other Maria Trolle books. So I thought, you know what, let's add to the collection. So that's a really nice one. Botanicum by Maria Trolle. And finally, next we have Worlds Within Worlds. I picked this up at the local bookshop. It had a little accident, but that's okay. I already have Worlds Within Worlds, but it's probably my favorite Kirby book, and in order for my perfectionist self to be able to actually dive into the other book, I needed a backup. I needed to be able to say, you know what, if I mess one up, I've got another one. So I had to get the second copy when I saw it there. So, and again, the ability to support a brick and mortar bookstore was, you know, something I had to go for. So obviously this is untouched, and it's probably going to remain untouched for some time, but having it there just sort of gives me the courage to dive further into the one that I already have. I do have a couple done in it, and I'm working on a whip right now, but this just helps me feel a little more comfortable experimenting in that book. And finally, we have Mythographic Deep Blue. So this is a Fabiana Attanasio. As many of you know, I think it's kind of on the newer end, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. I don't know where the publishing information is. Whatever. Anyways, the point is that I grabbed this because I saw it at Dollarama for $4. So I was like, excuse you? Yeah, so I snatched that up because why not? I didn't even look at it. I just saw it. I saw it was Fabiana and I saw the price and I was like, let's do it. So looking through it, again, it's a classic Fabiana. There's no hidden objects, thank goodness. And it's all underwater scenes, which is always fun. So hopefully eventually we will get around to giving that a try. Alrighty, so that is the end of my haul. So first off, I would like to thank you all for being here. Second of all, if you want to do a buddy color in any of these, or if you want to, if you have any questions about any of them, if you want links, I'm not going to link everything in the description. A lot of these books, everybody knows where to get them. Everybody's seen them before. There's nothing crazy new here, so you know, just ask if you need to know where I got them. That's fine. I'm happy to give links and stuff. Bear in mind, I'm in Canada, so I'll probably give you links to the Canadian site, but from there you can figure it out, I'm sure. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get some more things filmed, and I hope that you all have a lovely Easter, and thank you all for joining me, and enjoy the rest of your coloring day. Bye now.